Hello, beautiful people. It's your girl Renaissance Kiki, and I'm here with another episode of Motorway Musings. So, we're having a conversation about women in marriages, and there has been some ruckus going on Ghanaian social media that has brought my attention to another aspect of women in marriages. Okay, um, we have a society that values marriage so much, but somehow they only value the woman's commitment to the marriage. If a man does something similar or does any of the things that they usually do, which I mean a married man, so and he being the head of the home is exemplifying what he wants his marriage to be, somehow everything that they do does not exemplify the advice that is given to women in marriage. It's almost as if it's being used as a dominating tool to get women to behave in a certain way, whilst men continue to behave any other way that they've always wanted to behave, right? And it's an enabler for people to continue to misbehave, be excused, and whatever. But the same crimes, the same things, breaking the marriage vows, bringing in third parties, even the thought or the illusion of someone being seen in a bit of a compromising situation, or even without evidence, when that rumor starts getting spread about you as a married woman seen in a compromising situation, or rumors of you having a boyfriend or sleeping around with someone, somehow it becomes a tag. You may even lose your marriage, depending on how true or untrue it is. You may even lose your life, because some partners are very, very, very possessive and obsessed. So this is the life that women have been told to aspire to. Find a nice man and marry him, for better, for worse. If he has money, you're a gold digger. If he doesn't have money, you're supposed to work hard and support him. If you're seen even in a place that seems like, no, this married woman shouldn't be here, you are tagged all sorts of names. And I'm hearing on social media a supposed woman of God in active battle, like exchanging words with another person who is also a woman of God, because she's a minister, and calling her all sorts of names, which to some people may be believable, because I've heard someone repeat the story to me. So that's how the conversation started, and how I got on to whatever was happening. Someone else, whom I would say I trust, was narrating the story to me. And for me, because of my work with women and all of that, and knowing how rumors spread, I'm careful when I hear a rumor. In fact, anytime someone is being under attack from rumors and widespread misinformation, I tend to be on that person's side actively, just to put some doubt in the rumor and maybe make it end in my own small way. So I was like, even if, okay, let's take the perspective that this is exactly what happened in her first marriage, and her husband has decided that no way, I want a woman who is loyal and faithful to me, so I cannot continue in this marriage. And she has gone through a painful divorce, because she speaks about it on her own social media. So she's gone through this painful divorce, learned her lesson, and has now got another man to marry her, because she's a Beautiful woman. She's a nice woman. Hopefully, in this scenario, I'm saying, let's say that it's true, right? She's got someone else to take her on, and of course, she hasn't cheated on him, and they are together. To have this thing continue to be mentioned on social media, derogatory words continue to be used against them on social media, must be very painful. Because if we are being honest with ourselves as children of God, if we have ever faulted and it was indeed a mistake and not a lifestyle, then she would have gone through the pain of mourning the event itself, even though she's the perpetrator. Okay, so she would have gone through the pain of mourning the event, then the pain of her loved one finding out, then the pain of losing her marriage because her loved one found out, then the pain of being single if she loved being married, and obviously she loved being married, that's why she remarried, right? She would have gone through all that pain. So why do we think it's okay to lambast her on social media? Right? And let's take scenario 2. If that's not true, and she's gone through the betrayal and the pain of people spreading false rumors against her, to the point where other people so believe it and also repeat it. Can you imagine the pain you are putting this woman through? And this is the same culture in which if a man cheats, he's forgiven. In fact, it's not even, it's persona non grata. It's not even a topic to be discussed. They will tell you Oba Nyansa for, meaning a woman who has wisdom has a way to keep her house. And in that abebu, in that proverb, they are trying to tell you that so many things will happen, but when you see it, but men are socialized to know that no, someone living with you, sleeping on your bed, and betraying you is disloyal, is dangerous to you, and that is the normal human being. So it means that women have been brainwashed to believe things that aren't true, that aren't logical. So yes, I'm on a campaign to keep bringing these things up and to keep hammering it so that women start to think with their gumption. Okay? It's not normal to be lying in bed, living in the same house with someone who would betray you. It's not normal. And it's not normal to think that even if you've heard a rumor or you have some evidence to prove that a friend or someone else, she doesn't have to be your friend, has gone through a certain crisis in her life, that you use it as a pain point and use it to insult her continuously. You know, let's be our own keepers. Let's be our brother's keepers. No matter what happens, you don't need to go down certain routes, because any Christian or any person with a conscience will tell you that when something is not your character and you go out of character, it's very painful to the soul. If you have been brought up well and you have been in Christ and you have been lured or entertained certain thoughts and you yourself have sent yourself into any sin or whatever, it's very painful to the soul. You feel the pain, literally, right? So let's be mindful, let's be loving, let's show the love of Christ. It's your girl Renaissance. Here I always preach Christ and I always preach love, because God is love. See you next time.